inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
31, Raheem Mostert.
A quick burst there and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
He was taken
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the left hash mark. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And this is 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Niners 10, Bears nothing. For San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Quick pass out to Miller. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Gonna let one fly for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 84 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 10, Bears 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Kaepernick's pass complete to George Kittle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down at 4. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Score Niners 10, Bears 7.
2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. This is Mostert. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 14. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And Green with a catch left side. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack, Trubisky. It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 89 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
13. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st down, Trubisky airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
22-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Eluding the print, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete to
Anthony Miller,
touchdown.
75 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
That ties the game at 20 all. Eddie Pinheiro to kick
Fitting
off.
for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll will be brought down right around the 37. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On first down, Kaepernick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gun, Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this in a tight angle. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for St. Louis.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He was brought down by McKinney.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Robinson, 8 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. On third down, this is Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 40.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bears.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action. Now Trubisky. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Returning it is Moore. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw, Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you. Mark 54. Mark 54.
And the blitz does come. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
1-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, they run with Howard. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. He decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Oh, boy, you ain't
Complete
got no
this one to Patterson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Here's Trubisky to throw. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, 91.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Kickoff for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now he dumps this off over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike, in your face.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Kaepernick. That's complete to the tight end Werner. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Kaepernick to throw again. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and goal.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. From the 2 now, second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Look at me, I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that. Pan the camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
Let me explain what I did. Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different. I done got